Over the course of a person's lifetime, they will run into many good games, a lot of mediocre games, and a few bad games. I've seen people say Yakuza Kiwami 2 is one of those bad games. Those people are wrong. Kiwami 2 is a wonderfully above-average experience that is the result of a dev team thinking they need to continue remaking a series games simply because they've already remade the first one. Similar to the feeling you get when you're eating a sandwich but don't really feel hungry anymore. It still feels bad to let food go to waste. Starving children in Africa could eat it, you know the saying. Some fans of Yakuza are those starving children. However, if you're playing the series in order like I am, this will be your first experience with the custom-made Dragon engine, which does innumerable favors for Daigo, because what do you mean that little runt from Zero is one of my favorite characters now? A game like Yakuza is half focused around combat, and a custom-made engine really gives punching people the pop it deserves, especially with the way the ragdolls can end up looking. No, I want to pick up the taser! That guy went flying. This game is just absolutely beautiful all around. The best looking I've seen Yakuza yet. If I didn't have problems running it and have to turn the graphics down. That new engine combat is really nothing to mess with. And even though styles from the first few games are gone, it's more than made up for with how smooth your left and right hook knock a street thug out. Heat actions had me feeling like John Yakuza in high definition, but things could still get a bit buggy from time to time. Combos felt like they would miss on a whim, and throwing an enemy during a combo might as well have been a coin flip. It's this constant back and forth with Kiwami 2 of really enjoying one aspect while strongly disliking another that just leaves it middling out overall when compared to how a game like Yakuza 0 stacks up. Let's get one thing out of the way right now though. This is Kiwami 2 without Ryuji Goda, and this is Kiwami 2 with Ryuji Goda. I've never seen a man with such beautiful eyes and nice shoulders carry a game half as hard as he does, because the plot sure isn't doing any favors. It's not bad per se, it just really didn't hit home with me. There's still the silly goofy side quests that you'd expect from Yakuza, and Kiryu is still going through more mental anguish than a soldier at war, but looking back from the point of view of just having finished Yakuza 5 especially, everything in the plot that happens really just seems pointless. Nothing that happens in this game matters, at least not as much as in other Yakuza games, and I think that alone is what drags Kiwami 2 down for me. It desperately claws its way towards a good story, throwing plot twist after plot twist at you that eventually gets stale, and it flakes under the weight of realizing it's not the grand story it wants to be. And because of that, it's missing a crucial piece of the pie that makes up a great Yakuza game. The less than developed romance plot between Kiryu and Kaoru just doesn't really stick well with me either. Like, I'm happy for you and all that, but why are you guys kissing in front of a ticking bomb? Matter of fact, what even are you guys doing all game? At least they tried harder than with Yumi, who I struggle to even think of as an actual character, much less a romantic partner to the good old DOD. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 now, now, now. The music from Kiwami 2 is honestly probably one of its strongest assets. Outlaw's Lullaby is this iconic jazz piece that just has this one guy going fucking crazy on the sax. Like, damn man, I'm ready to whoop some ass. Then you go from getting in a fight to this hard-ass scene of Kiryu getting stabbed, and they hit you with this funky Jamaican-sounding jam that I'm pretty sure is copyrighted, then throw this crazy synth jam out of nowhere, and it's honestly impressive they managed to span as many genres of music as they do, and none of it ever sounds out of place, not even the wackiest song. Wacky, wacky, wacky. Doesn't that remind you of someone? Someone with a single eye patch who used to run a cabaret club. Ha, yeah, wouldn't it be crazy if they ever brought that back? Oh, but Kiryu, I've been a cabaret club manager. That's right, my favorite minigame is back, and let's just say more than a few streams were dedicated to it. I don't know what it is about managing a group of girls that's so much fun, but it reminds me a lot of Diner Dash, and my mom beat like every level in that game, so maybe loving that sort of serving strategy type game runs in the genes, which I'm absolutely not wearing as a manager. That suit and tie look fits Kiryu surprisingly well. Unfortunately, it plays the exact same as it does in Yakuza 0, but hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? You know what should be fixed though? Kamurocho Hills, oh yeah. I didn't play much Majima Construction, sorry. I didn't really know where to put this in the script, but I also think it's really funny that the optimal way to level up is you pretty much just eat food until you can't anymore, down 10 bottles of laxatives, then continue eating food until you can't anymore. Kiwami 2 was good, if a little forgetful. The one thing I think of first when looking back is the characters it introduced, that are never shown again, so it's hard for me to think of it as very memorable. It's still and always will be a good game objectively, and I'm actually looking really forward to replaying it for 100% completion. Now go out there and eat 3 full course meals so you can increase your knowledge points before commenting on this video, otherwise you'll never stack up to my laxative-induced intelligence, and I should probably quit the bit while I'm ahead, huh? Did you guys know I'm secretly a part of the Jingwon Mafia?